everyone and welcome to a new video. This time we are building a snow globe thing. It's for the new Spark Challenge, which is up on the gallery, and it's all about holidays. And like for the builders, it's like to create a magical world inside of a snow globe. And the whole theme was a little bit confusing to me because I wasn't quite sure what they actually really want to see. But yeah, I tried my best and do a really nice snow globe, and I had in mind from the beginning that I wanted to have like inside a different world than outside. At first I wanted to make it like inside is spring and summer, or like bright colors and everything, and outside there would be snow and everything. But then I realized while I was trying it out that it's not possible, because I can't have snow outside and then this glass thing from the snow globe, it would be covered all in snow too, and then you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I changed my mind about that, and I think throughout the whole build I changed my mind like, I don't know, hundreds of times. I don't know, I just wasn't sure how I want everything to be, but you can see that I placed this snow globe thing. I just did it with a glass roof, and yeah, I just put it above the whole house. And while building, I was just keep sizing it down and pushing it to the side because it was in the way while building, and yeah, I think it's easier that way. But back to my whole theory I had in mind with this build. As I said, I wanted to have the exterior of the snow globe a little bit different than the interior, and then suddenly I had this amazing idea. Yeah, it's actually just in the end, but I had in mind that inside of this globe is like this perfect world, I would say, and it's a dollhouse. If you were wondering why I missed some walls there, it's because I was trying to build a dollhouse, and yeah, I wanted to have this like perfect world inside of the snow globe. And outside I switched the lot to a lot in Evergreen Harbor later on, and I just did it really like trashy and with a lot of garbage laying around, and I tried to make it look industrial and everything. And inside of the snow globe it was like perfect and everything was nice, and yeah, so that was my whole mind I had, my whole idea I had in mind. Yeah, because I wanted to have it like perfect on the inside and the more like the reality is on the outside. So that if you would shake the globe and just wish something and everything, and then you will see the outcome, and it's actually pretty nice. So I don't know, that's what I was thinking a little bit with this build. Yeah, I hope you understand a little bit what I'm meaning, but yeah. So as I said before, it's a dollhouse because I thought it's quite suiting for a snow globe to build a dollhouse maybe, or I think it's a little bit suiting because I always wanted to build one, but I don't know, I think like for the normal gameplay a dollhouse would be a little bit weird to have, but I don't know, you can of course just play in it too, however you want. Yeah, and it's a house for 2 parents and 1 kid, and the kid is really into like astronomy and the universe thing and planets and everything, and spaceships. And you can see that later on when I'm decorating his room also. And yeah, I find it more easy to find personalities for kids, I think, than for the parents always. I don't know, but I was thinking that one of the parents likes to knit a lot, and I also put a lot of those knitted toys around the house. And also this knitting basket thing. And maybe the dad likes to play guitar, or the other way around. Maybe the dad likes to knit and the mom likes to play guitar. Yeah, but you can totally change that up if you want to. And also, one thing which took quite some time about this build is to make everything to make it look like a snow globe. And this also includes that something is falling off the ceiling. And I did this with the these machines, effect machines, I think they are called, I'm not quite sure, from Get Famous, and they actually can let you decide what kind of things is like falling down the ceiling, and you can make it snow or rain or glitter, I think. And I decided to choose the cherry blossom things. Yeah, and they are like falling down if you play it in live mode. Yeah, so I think that's quite nice, but it took such a long time to place them everywhere. I also cut that out because it drove me crazy actually to place them everywhere, because I didn't wanted them to have the same height, and therefore I needed to to raise them up and down and everything, and whew, that was quite time consuming. But when I was finally finished with it, I was so happy. Yeah, I think you can see them in just a bit. Yeah, here you can actually see them, those shadows everywhere. These are the shadows from these effect machine things. Yeah, and now I'm doing some terrain paint, and actually I didn't have to do that because later on I had to erase everything about it and had to redo it because I changed, I placed the lot in Evergreen Harbor, and there the whole floor is different, and since I wanted to have it like green on the inside, I had to paint the terrain green, and then on top of the green I did the whole earth thing and dirt and you know what I mean, like this, the other terrains. And I don't like it if it's just, I don't know, I have to layer the terrains, for me at least, because I think it looks way more realistic than if I'm just using one. So I don't know. Yeah, but here I'm doing the landscaping, and I've cut out that too because it took such a long time. But yeah, I just placed a lot of plants everywhere and some rocks and everything. And here I'm actually already decorating the entry area, I think, like the front porch. And you can maybe see throughout the whole build that I just recently got 2 new stuff packs. It's the backyard stuff pack and luxury party stuff pack, and now my collection is actually completed. So I think that's pretty crazy because now I have every single pack of The Sims, and these are The Sims 4. And that's quite weird, but I have everything now. And yeah, so the backyard stuff pack I quite enjoy, and that's why I used it a lot in this build. Yeah, just because I wanted to try out the new items I just got. I think from the luxury party stuff pack I actually didn't use anything because it's yeah, I only got the pack to complete my collection, and I don't think that I will use it that often because there are not that many great items. But I don't know, I will see. Yeah, and here on the outside I also gave them this little like bee area or like insect area and some gardening spaces. Yeah, because to me this looked like really bright and summery, and also there's a swing set if you haven't noticed yet. Yeah, it's from Seasons, and I just thought that it also looks nice here, and it's nice for the kid who lives here, and I think for a dollhouse this is quite nice. Yeah, and I'm just placing some lights outside too, and I used them from the toddler stuff pack, and now I'm changing the pool, and I actually got to use this water thing, which has these, I think it's cherry blossoms on top of them, on top of the water, and I could never ever used it before because it just kept looking weird, but now I finally got to use this one because it's, you know, if it's like raining the cherry blossoms in the whole snow globe, it's totally clear, or not clear, but it's yeah, it's okay to have like them in the water also, and I don't know, that made me quite happy that I finally could use this. I don't know, yeah, and here I'm just using some more backyard stuff pack things, yeah, the whole seating area, and I also placed a lot of gnomes everywhere because I think they are cute, and I actually didn't use them that much yet, or that often in my past builds, or in total I haven't used it much. Yeah, so I quite enjoyed placing them everywhere, and yeah. And I actually think that the exterior from the house is finished now, and yeah, I'm going on to the balcony. I think it's a balcony. And I was first thinking to give them this bubble blower, but then I decided against it and just placed a seating area out here. And I really like how this balcony turned out because I used so many plants here, and the colors are just like going really well together. The sofa, the couch, and the chairs are from Nifty Knitting. And in the final version, if you decide to download this build, I had to just move the things a little bit apart from each other so that my sim could go there and use everything. So in case you were wondering, yeah, so I had to do that because I wanted this build to be fully functional. So I play tested everything and it is functional. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, now I'm decorating the kitchen, and it was quite weird with the whole lighting in this house because there was like a whole wall missing, and that made the lighting everywhere quite different. And I hope I put enough lights everywhere because yeah, normally when I build I can see if I missed some lights because of the light. If it's dark I need to place another light, so if that makes any sense to you. Yeah, and I don't know, I just placed them where I thought they look good, and yeah. I first wanted to use the new counters from the new pack, but then I switched them up to these ones from Parenthood because I don't know, they look more it's not that they wouldn't look that cluttered up like the other ones, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I used the ones from Parenthood because the ones from Snowy Escape are like really, I don't know, to make them look nice I would have to clutter them up like crazy, I think. And I think that would be like too much for a dollhouse, but I don't know. Yeah, and I also originally wanted to give them a pet, or yeah, a cat or a dog. I wasn't quite sure, but I actually decided against it because it wasn't quite possible to place a litter box anywhere except for the bathroom, but the bathroom is on the second store and I needed to use a ladder to get up to the second store. And since cats or dogs cannot go upstairs, I couldn't place anything like, yeah, I didn't want to place the litter box outside or like in the living room or anything because I think that would be quite weird. And yeah, also if you want to have a dog you need a bathtub, and then the same is for the dog. The dog can't go up the ladder, so yeah. But I thought that the whole house, the whole family living here is quite animal loving, and yeah. And you could see me just some seconds ago, I think, like placing these two big doll house figures, I think. Yeah, and I was just thinking that they both are living here, and I don't know, that because the whole thing is a dollhouse, I wanted to use them. Yeah, I wanted to use like the real dolls, and I thought I could just place them in front of the whole house, and I don't know, I like that idea. Yeah, so in case you were wondering why I've placed them there. And here is the bathroom, and it's also fully functional. I play tested everything, and I think it's also okay that it doesn't have a door. I think that's quite weird, I know. But yeah, your Sims can go to the toilet and everything there, because in the room, which is like before the bathroom, in front of the bathroom, yeah, your Sims are not really like staying there, so I think it should be okay. Yeah, so, and also one thing which was a little bit difficult is to actually not use the red shelf, because I use the red shelf in every single of my builds, in every single one of them. And yeah, now I actually had to keep that in mind while building, that I can't place the items on the exact height how I want to. Yeah, so I always raise them up with the 9 key, but that's okay. And now we are coming to the kids' room, and I really love this room. I think it's so adorable. The bed is from the new pack, Snowy Escape, and I really like the texture of this bed. I think it's beautiful. And the wardrobe is from the new, oh no, it's not new, from the kids' room pack. Same goes for the desk here and the chair. Yeah, and also this bin. And yeah, I stayed with this like blue color scheme. I'm changing the wallpaper in just a bit to also like a blue color, I think, because I didn't like the yellow in the room. I think it was a little bit weird. Yeah, but as you can see, I placed a lot of like stars and space related things. Yeah, I also used these spaceships from Parenthood, and these are like school projects your kids can do in school. And I really like how they came out, or the whole room, I really like it. I think it's beautiful. And I think it's quite suiting for a kid. And I've also used these items from the Star Wars pack, actually, and I really like these little tiny like toys. I love them. They're so cute. And I also placed this like doctor thing there in front, or like with the teddy bear, but I had to I think I changed the location of it, like just on the left of the room, I think, because it didn't work like that and my sim couldn't go to bed. But now everything works. And I also changed up the wallpaper, as you can see, and I think this color suits the whole room way more. And yeah, I also gave them a piggy bank, and I think that's so adorable. Yeah, and also like this big plushie. And oh, and I was so happy that I actually got to use this lamp, because I never use this lamp, because it's always like so weird and I actually always keep forgetting about it, but I actually got to use it with the solar system hanging there. I think it's beautiful. And here is the living room. Yeah, I used these couches from the stuff pack, which is like for the animals. It's not in my head right now. My first stuff pack. My first stuff. No, oh, I can't talk. My first pet stuff pack. So now I got it. Yeah. And I used the TV from Eco Living, and also the rug is from Eco Living. Yeah, I thought the colors suited well together. Yeah, and I also used like these pictures from cats and dogs. I actually really like the whole color scheme in the whole house. I think it came out really nice. And I also gave them these this video console thing because it actually fitted there in the bookshelf with just raising it up with the 9 key. And that was quite nice because most of the things I wanted to place somewhere, it didn't work because they were like flying in the air and I had to delete them or like change the whole shelf so that it would fit. But yeah, so in the house everything should look normal, I think, and nothing is like flying around, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and here is the parents' bedroom, and I quite like how this one came out actually. Yeah, also the color scheme here is really nice, I think. I used these curtains from the movie Hangout stuff pack and this mirror from Jungle Adventure, and I quite enjoyed that because I don't know, I like the style of the room, and I also used this picture from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack, and I really like this picture. I think it's it almost looks a little bit like custom content to me, but it actually isn't, so yeah. And I think that's about it for the whole interior of the snow globe, and now you could see me switching it up to Evergreen Harbor. And yeah, now you can just see me placing a lot of trash from the debug catalog from Eco Living or Eco Lifestyle. Eco Lifestyle, I think it's called. Yeah. And I really like that. It was a lot of fun to place like this trash everywhere. Yeah, and I actually skipped how I redid the whole terrain painting because I think, yeah, I already showed it once, and you can, I don't know, it's just simple terrain painting, and it took quite some time. Yeah, but I really like how it looks now, and I think it's perfect to like see the difference from the outside and the inside of the snow globe. And yeah, so if you like the house, this build, you can download it from the gallery. My ID is written down in the description box, and if you like the video, you can also subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. That would be really nice, and I hope I will see you all in my next video. Yeah, so goodbye.